It's no secret that the RPG from Resident Evil 2 is in Resident Evil 3. Hell, it was basically the start of the game in the original. But the remake shifts it to around the midway point, and instead of playing as Jill, you actually play as Carlos, which also means Nemesis is nowhere to be found unlike the original. The RPG itself is essentially the exact same, but with more areas cut off. The outside has a barricade to stop you from getting to the east side. Most doors are locked. This lobby area is blocked off, and unlike Leon, who showed a blatant disregard, Carlos respects the keep out sign.
Alright, you want me to keep out? I'll keep out.
So it's mostly the exact same, but limited. However, with Resident Evil 3 taking place just prior to 2, certain things Carlos does in the RPG have subtle but tangible results on the remake of Resident Evil 2. Let's start off with Brad Vickers. Brad has a long Resident Evil history, piloting the helicopter in Resident Evil 1, and besides Jill, being the last remaining member of S.T.A.R.S in Raccoon City in Resident Evil 3. That is until he's taken down by a horde of zombies in the opening, just like the original Resident Evil 3. Now before we keep going, in the PlayStation 1 Resident Evil 2, if you made your way to the RPG without picking up any items, you'll come across a zombie Brad Vickers. And for some reason this Easter egg wasn't in the remake of 2, but now we know why. Zombie Brad is in the Resident Evil 3 remake. Not only that, but he's the one to take a bite out of Marvin, the wounded officer who helps Leon and Claire at the start of Resident Evil 2. We also get the answer to a question you probably already knew the answer to, but what happened to those two mangled officers in the West Wing? Well, in Resident Evil 3, we see them both get attacked by lickers. Fresh blood even drops from both of them, whereas in Resident Evil 2, it's entirely dry. Now this shouldn't come as a surprise, as lickers were heavily implied in the RE2 remake, and in the original game, this is where you first encountered lickers. But the majority of RPD rooms remain the exact same. Leon's decorations are still up in the West office, and Carlos even comments on them.
Yeah. Welcome, Leon. Bet you had a kick-ass first day.
But the shower room has two major repercussions. You may remember in RE2, opening one of these lockers would cause a dead body to fall out. In Resident Evil 3 though, there's a note saying, "If you're reading this, I'm already dead. If you hear any noises coming from the locker, do not open it, please." Carlos will then refuse to open the locker, leaving the scare for Leon and Claire. Though he takes the note.
Better not.
That's not the only thing in this room though. Fans have long speculated the broken wall in this room was caused by Nemesis, but at no point in the remake does Nemesis enter the RPG. The big hole was actually caused by Carlos.
Gotta move.
The S.T.A.R.S office is mostly the exact same, although Carlos does use Jill's desk to contact an Umbrella employee, and I'm sure she wouldn't like that. This was also known as Jill's desk in Resident Evil 2, with her S.T.A.R.S hat placed just on the side. Though in the original Resident Evil 2, there was a picture on this table with a caption that says, "It's a picture of a young man. There's a good chance it's her boyfriend." Whereas in the Resident Evil 2 remake, they changed it to a picture of a dog. And that exact same picture can be seen in Jill's apartment right at the start of the game. Jill, I need more pictures of that dog, please. And those are basically all the ways Carlos's run through the RPG impacts the Resident Evil 2 remake. We now know that wall was just vandalism and not the result of Nemi. So let us know what you guys think about these down below, and of course be sure to subscribe to Game Explain for a lot more on Resident Evil 3 and other things gaming too. Until next time, bye!